That's McNamore and Skylar Gray. Glorious, glorious, and yes, it's a glorious Thursday in the neighborhood, and I'm going to have to ice it down later. Very warm out there. Dunkin' Donut iced coffee. Don't forget that location opening soon on Ohio River Boulevard. Love Dunkin' Donuts. And you know, Sunday, Great American Classics, and nothing reminds me more than this of a Great American Classic. You get the crock pot, you put some Isley's Chip Chopped Ham in there, available at one of your 9 neighborhood Coons markets, and then a little splash, and you got yourself a Great American Classic. Join Joe and Frank Dentisi Sunday. Speaking of Joe Dentisi, he and I are going to do some heavy lifting tomorrow. Right after the Mike Pintek show, we do some recording, CBS Radio, then we make our way to Bloomfield for some great video work with Maria Moranti at Moranti's Gifts and a whole lot more. Those folks are going to be enjoying Little Italy Days in Bloomfield through Sunday. Now, news today. I was working on the computer for the last couple of hours, and I really tried to prolong this video because I was trying to get the latest on this story. But CBS Radio and News Radio 1020 KDK now plugged in with up-to-the-minute news on this story. Police in Barcelona are treating it like a terrorist act. A van jumped a sidewalk, plowed into a group of people. They're reporting fatalities, lots of injuries, so that story continuing to develop. Senator Lindsey Graham and the president continued their verbal sparring match today. The South Carolina senator accused the president of stoking the situation with his Charlottesville response. The president called his remarks a disgusting lie. Speaking of the president, tweeting today that sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. The president said in a series of tweets, "You can't change history, but you can learn from it." So those stories all trending right now, and of course, the big story, Barcelona, for the latest CBS Radio News and News Radio 1020 KDKA. Pirates begin a series with the Cardinals tonight with their loss to the Brewers yesterday, 58-62 and 5.5 out in the division. Jamison Tyon on the hill, 705, 93.7 The Fan. The Wyndham Championship is underway at the Sedgeville Country Club in Greensboro, North Carolina. Early on, Matt Every, your leader, through 15 at 8 under. Webb Simpson is at 7 under through 17. And in a group at 2 back at 6 under, Davis Love III. He has played through 17. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up later tonight will be at Jimmy Joe Savage's Legacy Studios for 2 videos tonight. One with Ted Arnaud, a little NFL news and notes, latest from the Steelers camp. They're getting ready for Atlanta on Sunday at 4 o'clock in Heinz Field. It'll be a great day to watch a little football, enjoy a little football. Preseason game number 2. And Ben Roethlisberger will not play in preseason until the 3rd game of the year, which is against the Indianapolis Colts the following week. We're also, folks, going to be talking McGregor, as in Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Right now, 50-1, the Vegas odds makers have it as far as in favor of Floyd Mayweather. But Bernie Vukovic and I, the fight professor, are going to talk a lot about strategy tonight. And I mean, what really happens here? Does Floyd Mayweather attack, or does he just have to use that jab as long as he can and hopefully strategically find a way to land the punch against Conor McGregor? It's going to be interesting. It's just going to be a 12-round fight. I don't think it'll go that far. And also, one of the things that Lennox Lewis, the great heavyweight champion from Britain, was talking about earlier via some tweets, he said, talk about discipline. How hard is it going to be for Conor McGregor to just be able to use his hands when he can't use his knees, his feet, his legs, and obviously none of those grappling moves either that the UFC, the lightweight champion, is famous for. So, going to be a great fight. And pay-per-view, of course, is where you can see it. Showtime pay-per-view. But here's what's amazing about this. When Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao a few years ago, okay, he took home $180 million. It made about $400 million as far as pay-per-view. 4.5 million views, $99 a shot, right? They're expecting this fight, so I would suggest that you click on and get it now while you can, because it is a hot ticket. It is expected, are you ready? Television revenue, pay-per-view, $500 million, and Floyd could be taking home $300 million. Thus, the money just keeps going to the man they call Money Mayweather. In the meantime, have yourself a great rest of the day from the Pratte Pack Gym. Talk to you soon, everybody. Bye.